Good afternoon, everyone. This is Victoria Luminary with Positive Connections, coming to you at 1 p.m. Central Time. And we come together every day just for a few minutes to check in and see how you're doing and maybe help with whatever is showing up for you. In reading other people's posts, I'm noticing folks are all over the board emotionally. So the best thing we can do is stay in the present moment. The other thing we can do, as you know, I do emotional freedom technique or tapping, and that really changes the chemistry in the brain and it reduces anxiety. You can reframe what you're feeling in the moment. So you can release the negative and install balance, harmony, as the shamans say, Ayni, A-Y-N-I, balance and harmony. So whatever's coming up for you, just post it in the comments, and then maybe we can do a round or two of some EFT and see if that helps reduce whatever it is that's not so positive that's coming up for you. And then we can install some positive and bring us all right into the now versus being way out in the future or being in the past and maybe blaming ourselves. So I noticed one person's post today. They have someone in their family who works in a store. I won't say exactly what their job is, but works closely with people who have serious illness in a store. And that person now is positive and is showing symptoms and feels very guilty and feels very bad about how many people they could have shared this with. And so that's, it's a difficult situation because that person was a key person to remain on the job. Their job had to continue. Essential worker is what they're calling that. And so if guilt, is guilt coming up or self-blame, anybody feeling that? Maybe we could do some work on that and see if that shifts. Now, you do realize that we borrow benefits. If you tap and follow along and you say the words out loud, and if while you're tapping, you're feeling that the emotion for you is different than, for instance, blame or regret or guilt, insert what you're actually feeling in the moment. And then we will install some positive. Okay? So, and give me some comments. Let me know how this is helping you. It always helps, especially the borrowing of benefits. It's really quite amazing. So let's pretend that we do have that issue. We were out in the community and then we feel like we spread it, or we feel guilty for having been out or whatever. So and I'm going to say this is also what can happen. We can also tap for someone else. That can be a surprise for folks. So if you know that someone else, it's called surrogate tapping. So we can tap for someone else. So what my intention is going to be is that I tap for people who are feeling the guilt and the regret that, maybe now they have symptoms and they maybe shared it and they feel terrible about who they might have shared it with. In this case, her clients. All right, so whatever it is, remember to fill in the blank for yourself, whatever emotion is coming up for you, because it will help you. So at the karate chop, we do our setup statement. We do this 3 times. So we're saying the negative, but we're saying we love ourselves anyway. And then we're going to tap along to the different points. And you'll notice that I tap right here at the beginning of the eyebrow, the side of the eye, on the bone, not the temple, under the eye, under the nose, at the chin, collarbone, where your K27 is, underneath the arm, top of the head. Okay? Easy enough. Let's do it. Karate chop. Even though I feel so guilty, I had to be at work, and I'm afraid I shared this virus. I deeply and profoundly love and accept all of me. Even though I feel terribly guilty and I'm blaming myself because I don't know who I might have affected, I deeply and profoundly love and accept all of me. Even though I had no choice, and I certainly would never have spread it intentionally. That was never my intention. I'm open to the possibility that I can forgive myself. Okay? Eyebrow. Oh my God. What if I carried this to somebody else? Side of the eye. What if somebody else got this because of me? Under the eye. I'll never know. Under the nose, I feel so guilty. At the chin, but I was helpless. Collarbone, I'm an essential worker. Under the arm, I had to do it. I had to go to work. Top of the head, and now I feel terrible. Eyebrow, I can't forgive myself. Side of the eye, who would I be if I forgave myself? Under the eye, I had no choice. Under the nose, I had to go to work. At the chin, this is unforgivable. Collarbone, what if it isn't? Under the arm, I was doing my job. Top of the head, I have an essential job. I had to go to work. I had no choice. Eyebrow, and I feel so bad. Side of the eye, I feel so guilty. Under the eye, I'm blaming myself. Under the nose, I deserve to blame myself. Look at what I've done. Collarbone, it's not my fault. Under the arm, yes it is. Top of the head, no it's not. Eyebrow, I'm an essential worker. I had to go to work. It's not my fault. I didn't know. I didn't know I had it. Collarbone, I didn't know I was spreading it. I'm open to the possibility that I can forgive myself. Eyebrow, I'm going to do the argument. I can't forgive myself. Who would I be if I forgave myself? Under the eye, I'm open to the possibility I can forgive myself. Under the nose, I'm open to the possibility that my intention was pure and it was to help, and I had to be on the job because I'm an essential worker, and I'm open to the possibility that I don't have to continue to beat myself up. Side of the eye, I'm open to the possibility I can forgive myself. Under the eye, I did my best. I would never have shared this with anybody, not even my worst enemy. Collarbone, that's not me. I choose to forgive myself. Top of the head, beating myself up is not helping me, so I choose to forgive myself. Take a deep breath, everybody. Now, that may not have been your issue. Maybe you weren't an essential worker. Maybe you didn't end up with the virus and now feel guilty for sharing it. But after that round of tapping, tell me what your issue may have been that you were tapping on personally and how you feel now. Did it lighten up any? Did it get worse? Just give me a comment. Let me know if you were following along and if you found it helpful. Was there a shift? Sometimes when we tap, the shift is an upward rise, a little spike, and then the more we tap, it goes down. So now, if I'm working with a client, typically a session would be about an hour. And now we would go back in, we would re-rate the feeling of self-blame, the feeling of guilt. What number is it on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the highest? So say we started out and it was a 10. And then say we did that round that we just did and it went up to a 12. I mean, I've been in the muck many times and, working with another practitioner in EFT, sometimes you have to work with somebody else. You can't just move it yourself. And I remember saying, it's like 10,000. That's how bad I felt. And then we got it down to a 0, really. So now let's do, thank you, Dee, for the feedback. And so let's do a round of positive, okay? And let's do this round that even though there's this virus in the world and it's a pandemic, I'm open to the possibility I have a strong, healthy immune system that protects me, and then I also have spiritual protectors. Let's do that round. I think we can all relate to that one. Karate chop. Even though there is a pandemic and it's scary as hell, and it seems like the whole world is getting it because it's a pandemic and it's airborne, and I'm so scared, I deeply and profoundly love and accept all of me and all these feelings that are coming up, even though there's this huge pandemic and so many people have died and so many people are sick and we don't even know who has it. And it's so scary. I deeply and profoundly love and accept all of me and all these scary feelings. Got to acknowledge how you feel. Even though there is a pandemic, I'm open to the possibility that my body and my immune system is strong. And I'm going to be okay even though there's a pandemic. And a lot of people are getting sick with that pandemic. I'm open to the possibility I'm going to be okay no matter what. I love and accept all of me no matter what. Eyebrow, yes, there is a pandemic. Side of the eye, and lots of people are getting it. Under the eye, and lots of people have died. Under the nose, and I'm so scared. At the chin. But my body has proven to me, collarbone, that it's really a good body. Under the arm, and I have a strong immune system. Top of the head. I've always had a strong immune system. Eyebrow, and I'm open to the possibility that I have spiritual help. God, under the eye. The angels, under the nose. Ascended masters. My positive outlook. Collarbone, all contribute to my well-being. I'm open to the possibility that I am strong and healthy, top of the head, and I choose to remain strong and healthy by raising my vibration to the vibration of joy and happiness and health and well-being and love, love, love. Take a deep breath. Okay, how did that feel? If you do nothing, every day I'm doing something. I'm tapping, I'm doing ceremony, not only for myself, but for the world. I'm sending out prayers for everybody, regardless of what their egos are manifesting in the world, if you know what I mean. And so, all of us saying our prayers, keeping positive thoughts, doing meditations, doing ceremony, doing qigong, doing some kind of movement to keep your lymph system moving, because your lymph system isn't going to move by itself. Don't just sit in the chair and do nothing. Go in your neighborhood, go for a walk if you can. Otherwise, do something. Shake, 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 because your immune system, your lymph needs to move. That helps your immune system. So all of us doing this stuff with intention, not only am I helping myself, but I'm helping the planet and everybody on the planet. You're sending out prayers, and prayers are powerful. So again, I can't, they're telling me, I can't reiterate it enough. What you do, what you think, what you say, what you write, all of that matters, especially during a time like we are in. This is a very challenging time. I'm not going to say it's not. We are going to get through this. The good news about this pandemic is we all are connecting. We are all connected. We all know we are connected. We recognize that we are one race, human race. I don't know if everybody on here is recognizing that, but I do. I wrote today a blog piece that I posted on Facebook, and if you want to, you can go to my website to read it there. And I posted it in a few other places on the internet. So, and it's about, is this pandemic, because it's so virulent, if you will, it's so aggressive, and it attacks our lungs. And the premise of my blog post is, we've attacked Mother Earth, so to speak. The Amazon is what we call Earth's lungs. So, and we've paved over Mother Earth. So read that blog post and see what you think. See if you resonate with what I've said there. And then I offered tips about what we can do to help during this pandemic. I hope all of you are doing well. If you have any comments or questions, please share them now so I can read them, because I'm going to be jumping off here in about a minute. So I hope you found today's tapping helpful. I have a lot of other things that I can share with you. And if you want to, private message me or just have a comment here on this video, and then I'll see it and we can incorporate it into tomorrow's 1 p.m. Central Time, 2 p.m. Eastern Time, Facebook Live. All right, everybody, I don't see any new comments, so I am going to say so long for now, sending you all my love, and remember to stay positive. We will get through this. We will get through this together, and just keep praying for everybody, praying for Mother Earth, praying for the virus to be transmuted. Last night during ceremony, I pulled a wind card. We do wind whistle, and the card that I pulled was transformation. And certainly a pandemic of this magnitude is transforming the world, right? And, sometimes, most of the time, we want to be in control of the changes in our lives. Well, this virus is in control right now. Just have to say it, it's the truth. So we are students in this process. We're not in charge of this. The virus is teaching us valuable lessons. And I invite you all to notice the lessons and the gifts in your own life. There are. And sometimes the lessons and the gifts are hard to find in the middle of, serious experiences. But I assure you, they are there. There are always lessons, always gifts. It's just a matter of our perception. All right, everybody, I love you very much. Off I go. Be well, and thank you for joining me. I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.